All right. Hey, can you hear me? And is it loud? If it's too loud, tell me. hmm Hey, Queen, can you hear me? Yes, she can hear me. Okay. All right. I was just making sure the sound came through. Is it loud? And if you hear people being loud, then it's working. Yeah. I know. She just told me all that. Okay. So normally, I know Queen's used to this, but normally people just come and go, and if they want to talk, if they want to talk. But I just do what I do. Mm-mm-mm. The hardest part about this is I had an old book that I ripped the cover off that I was doing something with it, and I use it to poke holes with this. It's called an awl, some people call it, but it's a tool for binding books. It really looks like an ice pick, but I think it is considered. No, the sound is fine. Um, they're it's just considered like I think the ice pick would be taller. This is supposed to be more stable, but it's really not. I don't know. Is it? What's wrong? But what I'm doing is I'm using a ruler and I'm pretty much marking the holes. So what I'm going to do different in this one than I did here is so this is the front and the back cover and I'm doing like a different kind of spine or whatever. But on this one, what I'm doing differently is I'm going to do because if you look on this side, which I don't mind, I love the way it feels. It has these stitches from um, all the stitching that I did. So on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide all that inside of here and then close it up. And then the only stitching you'll see on both sides is like the big stitching around. So you won't see it like on this side. But this was my prototype. So this is the one I'm doing where I'm still poking the holes through both parts because that big stitching is going to go through both. But when I go to put all of this on there this time, I'm going to have it all hidden on the inside. So you won't see all this, if that makes sense. If it makes sense. Okay. So that's basically what I'm doing at this point is I am measurement that I'm poking holes in. Um, there's, I don't know, that I felt was the right amount of space. And then I think I'm more worried about the length from here than I am how far apart they are. Like, it's just kind of random, and you probably can't even see them well because, but I think on this side you might be able to see them. Let me zoom in. And then, so on this side, see now you can see the holes. On this side, it has like, I'm more worried about the distance from the top to the hole so that it is the same around than I am actually how far the holes are apart. Because I think that's when it looks kind of crazy. Like if you notice with this, they are, they all start at the same point, and I think that looks uniform versus of how far they are apart. I don't think that really matters as much. But if you notice, like with this line, you can see exactly how it's like, I don't know, my OCD about it. But anyway, just in case. Hey, Helen. Long time no see. How are you? I'm just on talking and rambling about what I'm making. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. And so that's pretty much what I'm doing is just poking holes into, let me zoom out a little bit. So when it shakes, it's not shaking all y'all to death. Uh, but I seen, oh, it's your anniversary today? That's amazing. Happy anniversary. That's exciting. Wow. I know you cooked a good dinner. What'd you cook for dinner? She said, hi, Rob. I can see her. I've been talking to her. Let's see that. I have to remind myself. I was so good at this one time where I could talk myself to the best of them. I have to remind myself to do that again, to just sit here and talk to myself, which I don't mind so much. I do it in my head. I just got to learn to do it out loud again. Interesting enough. 3 years. It's been 3 years already? Wow. How amazing is that? I'm so happy for you. I am like more overjoyed than anything. Amazing. Amazing to hear. Uh, I seen that I've been trying to get on here, but I've just been so busy lately. I play video games a lot. But I see that you go live a lot, Helen. I need to like jump on there and hang out.
Last time you went live, we had the cat. We didn't even have the dogs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while. Did you hear that, Queen? He said last time I went live, we had cats, no dogs. No, we had Hannah.
Hannah.
Yeah, we didn't have E. No, no, we do. Because the last video I did, the very last video I did, I'm telling them that my puppy's barking and she.
Yeah.
I looked at that the other day because I was wondering the same thing. I made a house salad. Oh, nice. Nice. Well, congratulations on 3 years and bless and hope that you get many, many more. Have you been crafting? What have you been working on lately? This is like the boring part. But I think like the reason why I'm doing it this way is I'll show you. So I have all this other stuff I'm going to put on there, right? But before I put all this other stuff on there, say like this is because I'm going to do the exact same thing, right? But I'm going to do the opposite way, right? Yeah, I think she was a puppy. So the way I'm going to do this one is I'm going to do it the opposite, right? So instead I'm going to have like this over here, and then it's going to be the opposite. So the bow's going to be here. It's just going to basically be the same, but the opposite. But the reason why I'm punching the holes in the back is because if you notice on this one, the thread is underneath a lot of this stuff. And so I want it to, and underneath all this, so I want it to poke the holes first, so that way, even after I put all the stuff on, it could still go in. Because I think that would be easier. We did. Busy day. Such an adult day. All business. Okay. Yeah, have fun. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by, Helen. But anyway, so do you see how this, I'm going to do it the opposite way. I think that'll be cute. So see how the flowers on this side, and I think it'll be cute to do it the opposite direction. And once I get it all in, then I'm going to do this part, because what I did was to get this fold is in between these. I just took a piece of fabric and it's like roughly cut. And then I just kind of glued it and played around with like the placement. This is not how it is, but and then I like stuck it in there, and that's how I got the ruffle on here, because I really wanted to implement this fabric because I'm gonna use this same fabric, but I cut longer, thinner strips. This is gonna be the binding that holds the signatures in the insert, if that makes sense. Hold on, I'm zooming out a little bit more so you can see. Um, yes, I do. You know what's funny is I really didn't realize how much I love pastels till I like recently. I'm like, I love pastels. I think like it's so girly. It is, I don't know. I think that's my favorite colors like scheme is pastels. And I had this fabric. I've had it for such a long time that when I went out, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to use fabrics that I've had and just loved and didn't want to use because I loved them. But I'm like, you know what? I'm fixing to use them. And so this was one. And I just grabbed it. And when I was grabbing it, I seen that I had a little bit of this fabric that I made a spring journal last year. And I was like, well, this goes really good with it. So I'm going to use bits of this to go in it. Oh, she said he's already out. He starts. Oh, she's here. Okay, okay, okay. I thought you said you had to go. Okay. Yes, I do. I love um the pastels. Um um anyway, so I'm making a journal. I'm making two of like the exact journal, but this one I did a lot of work on where I was trying to figure out all the things I wanted. So now I know how it's going to go. And so basically what I'm doing is I'm doing this exact same thing on this one, but better because I've figured out what I should have done. And so in the meantime, I was saying I was poking holes. So Helen, have you gone live? Have you thought about going live on TikTok? Because I think that's what I'm planning on doing sooner than later. I just was wondering if you've done it yet. All right. When I first started making that other one, I didn't like do this, and I noticed like my line was going like this, and I was like, ugh, so I had to pull it because what I was worried about, that's why I'm measuring now, because if my line started going like this, so the yarn would have been like this and it would have looked off. So that's why I'm measuring it now, because then it looks the same. I had learned from that mistake. All right. Let me, she says, I was seeing if Helen responded. Um, and are you hanging out with like new crafters? I haven't really been watching any crafty videos, honestly. I'm more on a true crime kick. I haven't, and I'm really into reading books right now. So I'm like, that's pretty much when I'm watching YouTube. I'm either watching people painting their nails, or true crime, or what books that they're reading, like book recommendations, that kind of thing. Because I'm like in the true crime community, I'm like really big into that right now. It's doing the most. Because most of the time, true crime community, they be knowing things that be happening before like the media even reports it. Like, cause like um my friend Queen, she's like be telling me stuff, and I'm like, girl, I've been seeing that. That has been going on. I seen the whole people on YouTube talking about it. Oh yeah, I love the TikTok. It does that to me every day. But I have learned so many amazing things that I would have never known in my life because I feel like it is like uncensored. So like you learn so much and in such a short amount of time, but if you add all the video, yeah, it can get out of hand. But I love it. I love it. I'm like addicted. I'm the one that talked to her and like it's addicting. You don't even like watch I don't even watch TV anymore because live on TikTok. But there's so many rabbit holes. It's like YouTube. There's a lot of rabbit holes. Like you can go down so many. And if someone sends you a video about something, then your whole um thing changes and you go down a whole new rabbit hole. It's the algorithm. It's a lot like YouTube. YouTube does that too. Yeah. I like it because I get some crazy stuff, like crazy stuff on there to be like doing the most, but it's funny. I don't know, because you got to think like millions of people are posting millions of videos every day about everything, everything. But you learn a lot. You definitely learn a lot. Mhm. All of us. It's yeah, I don't know. But I mean like there's so many good things on there though, too. Like if you can think about all the things you like to do watch on YouTube, you can find millions of those videos on there, but except they're like 3 minutes max, which is kind of cool cuz it's like I don't know. There's not as much of the one thing about YouTube is based off of getting to know the creators, right? Where TikTok is more like getting the information out. So there is a difference, definitely. But I noticed that it has the same kind of lives. Can y'all hear Elijah? I was just wondering. I don't know. Is he being like all loud? Hold on. Yeah, we'll work on Elijah being all loud
I have to find the software to do it.
to where it takes all the sound out. Yeah.
It's like an AI voice filtering thing.
Yeah, he's big now. Can you believe, Helen? He is going to be 8. Elijah's going to be 8. If that don't make you feel old. Well, I was just trying to get everything set up and Rob was helping me, so I don't think I'm going to stay on here too long. I just wanted to jump on here. I'll probably like schedule something, like post it so everyone knows, because I know that's a lot easier to get people to get on at the same time. Um, but I think we just wanted to make sure it was all working. And I think, like I said, if you don't have a TikTok, you might be missing out. But I think I might start going live on TikTok. The reason why is because I feel like going live on YouTube, though I love it and I want a lot of people to, hang out with, but I feel like as far as like your subscribers are the only one that know, and if YouTube wants to tell them, right, that I'm live, and but with TikTok, you just get random people that come, right? So I don't know, it's not as segregated is, I guess, the word. Ugh. It's more like just promoted to everyone, I think. Ugh, I'm almost done with that. Raw footage of your loves. I'm older. You, I know, I'm telling you, you should check it out. It's pretty cool. It's not like, I don't know. I don't think YouTube's dying. I just think that it's hard to find new people on YouTube, is what I believe. Because I think you get wrapped into like a rabbit hole where it just tells you the same channels over and over again, and then you know what I mean? It's different. It's different. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna end the stream, but I appreciate you guys showing up and helping me. And we'll see you later, Helen. And whenever you go live, shoot me a message. I'm sure you have my phone number, and I'll jump on.